Hey you guys, what's going on? My name is Dry Read the Writer. Do not mind my dad hat. I'm 100% wearing a visor. I'm not trying to bring them back in style. I was helping my mother with gardening today, and this, Johns, this was the only thing that I could make work with my hair. Okay, let's get into the news. Did you know that here in California, they are, I'm saying they, the higher ups, they are planning on having a ban on service fees on food. So you know when you get your receipt at the end of paying, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've noticed that there has been a service fee, like a random gratuity helper kitchen fee, something weird attached to the receipts. And I have a video to show you guys about it, then I have an article. But what I have to say about this year is California is 100% choosing violence. California up and decided for 2024 and said to every restaurant, you will not pass. You will not succeed. You will not thrive here. That's basically just what I'm seeing in all. Because remember in my last video, I mentioned, I don't know if you guys remember, go check out my last video too. But in my last video, I mentioned how in California, let me see if I can pull up the video too. I mentioned here in California that the minimum wage fee for restaurant employees was being raised on April 1st, which was on April Fool's Day, which is ironic. But yeah, the minimum wage went from being $16 to $20 for any employee that works at a restaurant chain. And that's what happened. So California has already gone against the restaurants, right? So McDonald's, Taco Bell's, the Jack in the Box, the Chipotle's, they all are suffering from those new price hikes with employees. But with the service fee ban that will be happening on July the 1st, will also hit restaurants as well. So I'm going to show you guys a video of a customer being very upset with him having to pay this random service fee, like a kitchen fee or something. So I'm going to show this video. I might read some of the comments too, because they're really funny. Because I'm telling you guys, when I went to Subway probably about like a couple months ago, maybe in February. And when I went there, it was strange. On my receipt, I noticed a service fee. And I was like, what the hell is this? And I wasn't gonna complain just because it was like $2. Money is money. Don't get me wrong, money is tight. We are in a economic dry spell. So there's not a lot of money circulating because the cost to borrow money has gone up. Hence the Federal Reserve. So with that being said, I was gonna let it slide. Then Subway tried to ask me for a tip. You gotta be joking me, Subway. You got to be joking me. So I said no to that. I definitely did not pay a tip. But I will show you guys this video. I'm gonna put the video right here. Let me move. I'll put it right here so we can just watch it together. Okay, here we go.
So now fast food restaurants are charging us a service charge. Right here it says service charge. When my wife told me she got a service charge at the Chipotle's, I was like, what's a service charge? We're just paying for the employees' salaries now. So a service fee is for the staff so they can get a fair wage. California fast food workers are now making $20. So here in New York, I guess they're doing the service fee. So I'm guessing now we got to pay for all our food and pay for their wages. So as the rich get richer, we get poorer. Do you really think they were going to pay their salaries?
Yeah, and that's what we've come to discover. And I was actually kind of curious about it as well. I was wondering, why is it that restaurants are having the customers pay a service fee. So I typed it in on Google because Google is amazing. So we go here. So here we go. Why are restaurants charging a service fee? And you can type this in on Google on your own too. It goes, many owners of restaurants and bars rely on ubiquitous surcharges to offer employees benefits such as healthcare and higher wages, and often note surcharges on menus. Some are listed as elective, left to the discretion of the diner. So basically what that means is what restaurants are doing is they're not showing you the true price of the food that you're paying for on the menu. Because you know when you look at a menu, you have the listing of the food, what's in the food, right? Then on the side, you would have what the meal actually cost, right? So like, let's say you're paying for a burger and with fries, and it comes with a drink, right? And you have the listing of the food, what's in the food, then you have the price of the food. What this is basically stating is that the price that's labeled on the menu is incorrect. The true price is added in the service fees or in the kitchen fee, or something random fee that they'll just add on there. So that's the true price that gets billed to you at the very end when you're paying. On top of that, you're also paying or required to pay a tip. I know a lot of people would like to miss out on tips. You're going to hell for that. You gotta pay a tip. But if you're paying a service fee, then why are you also paying a tip? But that's because restaurants can't afford to actually, what they're stating here, can't afford to actually pay for their employees and all the, I guess, maintenances of just running the restaurant and their food, which to me is insane. It's kind of like with taxes here in America. You'll go to a store, right, and you'll pick up, like, let's say like a block of cheese, and the cheese costs on the shelf $1.99. By the time you take it to the cash register, it doesn't actually cost $1.99. The price actually is like $2.47 after taxes and whatever else they want to add on. California is not having that. They're going, you cannot add on any more random service fees, and what the true price is needs to be listed in the beginning. So you might think you're going out for dinner and you're paying $12.99 for your plate of pizza. It's gonna come out to be like, once this is all said and done, it's gonna be like $18.75 or something crazy. But it was always going to be $18.75 because that was the fee that was going to be added on already. It's kind of like almost like a disguise. You know what I'm saying? You think you're going to be saved and it looks like a hero, but comes to find out, it's actually Batman. It's like you might get saved, but you also might get beat up in the end. You know what I'm saying? So I found this article. It's called "What Does a Service Fee Ban Mean for Diners, and expect higher menu prices." Wait. I also want to read the comments to that guy's video because he looked very upset. So I'm not going to put all the responses on the TikTok video on the screen. I'm just going to read them to you guys. So one person said, service charge, then no tip. Yeah. You got a tip, you're going to go to hell. You're gonna go to hell for that. And someone said, why would you tip at Chipotle? I have no clue. And that's where my line is at. If I'm going to a fast food, I'm not tipping. If I'm going to McDonald's, don't ask me for a tip. If I'm going to Subway, do not ask me for a tip. I understand the workers there aren't getting paid well, but that's the franchise. They have to figure that out. Like, that's on them. Like, I'm not giving you a tip to go to Stater Brothers. No, you're the cashier. I'm not paying you for that. You're not even giving me the type of service that requires me to give you a tip. To me, a tip is a restaurant. I'm sitting down, you're servicing me, you're bringing me drinks, I have special requests. I always do. you know what I mean? You're helping me order my food, you're talking to me, you're being hospitable, you're giving me great customer service, you're smiling, we're having conversations, we're talking. You tell me about your dog, I'll tell you about my dog. Something like that, like we're having that. And you're bringing food over to me and you're greeting me. That, to me, deserves a tip. I will always tip to those establishments. What I will not do is tip at a Chipotle. That makes no sense. I'm sorry, Chipotle. You guys are okay. I haven't eaten there since like 2016, honestly. I don't really eat there. But yeah, I'm not doing that. Another person said, the problem, service charge. The solution, make your meals at home. And I completely agree. I don't eat out as much as I used to. I do a little bit here and there. Like, I don't do major fast foods anymore just because, like, I'm more concerned about my health. And McDonald's charged me too much. McDonald's is playing around with their prices anyway, so I'm not doing all that. But I do eat out here and there. But with the pricing of food have been going up for as long as it has been, I'm just not willing to pay 20-30 bucks for a simple meal that's only gonna last me for one serving. You know what I mean? Just for lunch. I'm just not willing to do that. To me, going to McDonald's to get a cheeseburger and fries and a small Coke and I'm paying 15-20 bucks, it's just not feasible for me. I can afford it, but would I rather spend that 20 bucks, go to, I don't know, Food for Less or Walmart, buy a pack of buns, buy turkey meat, buy french fries, right? Get some tomato and lettuce, drop maybe 25 bucks, make a whole bunch of burger patties, and eat that for the rest of the week and spend the same price, but I'm spending less. I would rather do that, which I have been doing already. I 100% have been doing that. I'll make a meal on like the weekends, or I'll make it like in the middle of the week, and I'll just keep eating that just to avoid me spending egregious amounts of money eating fast food. So I agree. So another person said, one thing is for sure, if I see a service charge on my check, I won't ever go back. And me neither, especially if it's Chipotle, because Chipotle, why? Another person said a service charge is the company not taking responsibility. I don't know. Like I stated before, with a mom and pop restaurant, they're not making as much money as you would honestly think. So I can understand why they would need maybe a service fee just to get by and continue operating the restaurant. But these major franchises, I cannot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Even though I do know a lot of franchises are owned, right? They are, I guess you would call them like rented out or bought out. Like at McDonald's franchise works is where you can go to McDonald's and actually purchase one. McDonald's owns the land, but the name, the company, whatever, just that establishment can be owned. Like the franchise can't be owned by a person. And that person, depending on the location, how much money they're making, they, like I said, they might average maybe $500,000 depending on how hot it is. I've heard some McDonald's do make $1 million a year, but I've heard also some make about like $300,000-$400,000 maybe a month, something like that. Somewhere around like those fees, around that amount. Granted, they have to pay for employees and healthcare and operational costs that gets added in as well. But it just doesn't feel good with me. It doesn't sit right with me. Okay, someone said no more tipping. You gotta tip, you're gonna go to hell. I'm gonna keep saying that. You're gonna go to hell if you don't tip at a restaurant. Not a Chipotle, but you gotta tip at a restaurant. Another person said eat at home, we have choices. Yeah, so pretty much. Another person said I quit eating out completely, I'm done playing their games. Yeah, this is going to deter people having random fees, because just even looking at this guy's receipt right here, has a California tax, Man, this man spent 236 bucks at Chipotle. That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild, bro. Who spends that much for 2 people, bro? What are you guys, hippos? That's crazy. But yeah, the California tax is 20 bucks. Their total price was 170. The living wage, what the hell is that? 3.5, $7.31. That's crazy. The discounts, 25 bucks. But yeah, the service charge was $39, so 40 bucks. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's... couldn't be me, y'all. Could not be me. Alright, let's get into the article, though. That's crazy. How do you spend, like, almost $300 at Chipotle? Like, at Chipotle? 300 bucks for you and your wife? What the heck? Bro, something's going on. They're werewolves. Who eats like that? They're secretly bears. Okay, let me read the article. The article is by Los Angeles Times, and it goes, what does a service fee ban mean for diners? For diners, I mean. Expect higher menu prices a lot. Okay. So coming this summer is a new state law that bans unadvertised service fees, surcharges, and other additional costs that are added to the end of the bill for meals or delivery service. On July 1st, that's coming up, you guys, because we are in April. It's April 6th, so we got a couple more months. The bill is called Senate Bill 478, which our favorite governor, Gavin Newsom, signed into law into October. It is set to prohibit junk fees across a wide swath of businesses, I love that word, including online ticket sales, hotels, restaurants, bars, and delivery apps. Yet the delivery apps are diabolical. The fact that they charge so much for their deliveries, but yet the people who actually are delivering the food are only making like pennies off of like the dollars. I had an instance where I was talking to a young lady. She dropped off food. I was texting her. She dropped off food to a friend of mine because I sent my friend some food just to be nice. I'm a nice person, you guys. And I was going over the price. I was like, what the hell is this? And it was like a delivery fee of like 12 bucks. But my friend, I only ordered her like a, it was like a smoothie bowl or something like that. But the smoothie bowl at like Juice It Up, I believe. Yeah, it was Juice It Up. It was 9 bucks, but it was a $12 service fee. Then I paid a, it's like electric maintenance fee. Something else, and it was another like gas fee or something. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? So what should have been maybe 10-15 bucks ended up being like 21 bucks for a smoothie. So my friend, I told my friend, I was like, hey, this is it. This is it. You know, I can't be a big baller no more. I can't be your dad. Let me chill. I cannot be your dad. all right. Let me go. So the Senator Bill Dodge of Napa and Nancy Skinner, who co-wrote the bill, say it will offer greater protections for consumers. These deceptive fees prevent us from knowing how much we will be charged at the outset. Okay, so who co-sponsored the measure said in a statement the day it was signed, they are bad for customers and bad for competition. With the signing of SB 478, California now has the most effective piece of legislation in the nation to tackle this problem. The price Californians will The price Californians see will be the price they pay, which I'm fine with that. It's going to be really bad for restaurants, though. Many owners of restaurants and bars rely on the ubiquitous surcharges to offer employees benefits such as healthcare and higher wages, and often note surcharges on menus. Some are listed as elective, left to discretion of the diner. As implementation of the laws looms, some now say the consequences could be disastrous and upend the industry. Oof, eesh. The restaurants will need to factor surcharges into the menu prices, as opposed to simply advertising them at the end of a bill, state officials said. At this point, we're going to have to raise our prices a big chunk, says James Beard, award-winning restaurateur of Caroline Stein. Okay. For instance, the famous ode, I'm not going to just mention the food, is currently priced at $39 and will likely rise to $49 once the law goes into effect, she said. Yeesh. Restaurants are in a very tough spot now, Stein added. We've really been under tremendous pressure. Most restaurants are hemorrhaging money. Yeesh. Oof. Doesn't look good. Does not look good for restaurants. But I mean, the price was always going to be that initial price, because she stated here it was $39, but now we're going to raise it to $49. The price was always $49 for whatever she was charging for that meal. But now those mystery charges actually have to get factored in. So it's, to me, it's a play of honesty. On one hand, the lower price gets people in the doors. It's like buying a car. I've learned that. When you're going to the dealership to go buy a car, whatever the price that they're advertising isn't actually the real price that you're paying for. Once you sit down in that chair and your credit is run and you look at the final bill. Now we get the opportunity to look at the final bill, and the final bill is definitely going to deter people from wanting to sit down, though that price was always going to be added anyway. But now, to me, it's a play of honesty. Now we can honestly say that this meal is $50. Are you going to pay $50 for some pasta? Like, do you want to pay this? And for a lot of people, when they look at those prices, they're gonna go, no, I'd rather pay, look at this menu, look for the cheaper option and go for that. So yes, this is going to absolutely hurt restaurants in the end, but you know, people were going to have to pay those prices anyway. So it really does, it sucks for restaurants. And I do feel bad for restaurants having to survive in this this atmosphere. I can only imagine, because yeah, we are in a depression. People are less likely to go out to a restaurant when it comes down to bills and survival than to eating out. So yeah, it does suck. So yeah, restaurants, it's just gonna be a tighter squeeze. They're just gonna have to figure it out. They're gonna have to make the determination if they're going to raise the prices and scare the customers and be honest, or find another way or shut down. And that's all I see. But yeah, here in California, restaurants are just being hit over and over. Since the pandemic, since 2020, restaurants have not seen the day of light. They've continuously have been fighting for their lives since then. And like I said in my other video, with them having to pay more for restaurants, fast food restaurants, now that the employees are making 20 bucks, to now with the upcoming honesty bill, let me look at the bill, let me see the name, Senate Bill 478 coming up in July on the 1st. It's just a lot of things to maneuver with. But yeah, I really do wish restaurants the absolute best, and I just want to see if they're going to figure it out. If not, I just expect more restaurants to start shutting down. It's just hard. It's hard for everybody right now. It's hard for the customers. It's hard for the restaurants. But it's just not them. It's just every service industry is just, they're feeling a squeeze. Everyone's getting hit. Not a lot of people have money. The cost of living has gone up. Everything has gone up. Everything's more expensive and people aren't being paid more. So it's bad for everyone. But yeah, tell me what you think about Senate Bill 478. It's going to be on July 1st. You guys can count it in your calendar. But it is coming up and it has been signed into law in October. So this is to be expected. So what do you think about this? have you been charged a random service fee charge through like a delivery app or when you've gone to the restaurant? Are they asking you to tip more when you go to restaurants? Have you gone to Subway lately and they asked for a tip? let me know about that one. But yeah, how do you feel about this? Tell me down below your feelings. I'll definitely like read through them and check out your thoughts. Keep the comment section clean though. Keep it clean. But yeah, just share your thoughts because I do want to know. But yeah, I'll see you guys back for the next video. And I also want to say thank you so much to you guys for all the likes and shares. Let me see. Since I have you guys here, let me get some water too. I'm going to my YouTube. Let me check. Okay. So my YouTube is at 600 right now. We have gone up, I'm gonna say 50 subscribers in a week, which is so random to me. It's like, it's not random because I'm putting in the work, but to have 50 people follow me in a week is just, it's insane for me. Like, I don't know. I was playing around with YouTube. I've been taking it super seriously this year, but I was like, does this thing even work? Do people actually subscribe? Like, is this even a thing? Do people actually make money off of YouTube? I'm not making any money yet. I'm not monetized, but I am seeing growth, like the trajectory of my channel, of it growing. So it's super exciting. The video that went viral, just like it went baby viral, was my good times animated series reaction. And something about that like really got people going, which is so cool for me. Like, because I made that video on a whim, and it was late at night too. It was like 9-10 o'clock at night, and I just wanted to talk. And it is crazy, like, when I really think about it, the videos that I put a lot of effort into and I do a lot of research, it's chill. The video that I least expected anything to happen, it pops off. And it's so random. It's so random. So I don't get it. I really don't get it. But I'm happy about it because it's just like my dream. I truly do. I want to get monetized. Like, I really do. And I think I mentioned it here on my channel. But yeah, my dream. And don't tell my mom. I don't want to see you guys in the comment section being like, oh, Ryan's mom, this and that. But my dream, one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel, honestly, was to buy my mother a car, brand new. Like, I don't want to get her a used car. I want to buy her a brand new car in cash. And maybe I can show you guys the picture. There's two options. She either wants a Lincoln, I think it's called a Nautilus. Because we saw one when we went shopping on Christmas. And I believe I have the video down here. You guys can go check it out. Go on my YouTube channel and go to I Finally Met the Cat in the Hat video. And you'll see the video of the car. And my mother wants that car. Like, she got into it. And it's just one of those feelings. Like, I'm not a mother. But I would say in that moment, I felt how a mother would feel when their child wants something. And that's how I felt looking at my mother wanting that car. And she stepped into it. And she looked so comfortable in that car. And the way she touched the steering wheel, and the lady was talking about the car. And the car didn't cost a lot. It was like $50,000, which is like very reasonable for a brand new car. But my mother, like, something about the way my mother looked at the car, it struck like a chord in my spirit. It really did. And it made me go, okay, I'm going to figure it out. But I'm going to buy my mother her dream car. Like, I really am. I'm going to buy my mother this car. Like, she wants this car, so I'm going to get her this car. Like, she has to have this. So it's just, I don't know. I just feel like I have to get her the car. And she looked at the color, too. The color was, like, it wasn't black. It was, like, a deep plum purple color. And she looked at it, she was like, oh my gosh, I love the color. And she looked at the steering wheel and she's like, I love the steering wheel. And she looked at the rim, she's like, oh, they're so beautiful. And the one thing about my mother, she sacrifices everything for us. Like, my mother has never in her life, she has never owned a brand new car. Like, she's never owned a brand new car. And I think that's ridiculous. But she's never owned a brand new car. She's always had used cars. And she's done that since we were children. And that was her way to sacrifice, to put money away for my brothers and help pay for their education and pay for repairs for the home. She just always sacrificed. So me starting this YouTube channel was me thinking, of course, like, to pay for other things as well down the line. But I was like, wouldn't it be awesome if somehow this YouTube channel generated some type of money or something? And because I don't really need anything, but I was like, to buy my mother a brand new car. And I don't know how I want to do it too. I don't know if I want to take her to the dealership, or if I want to bring the car to the house. I probably would take her there, because so that way she can put her name on the paperwork. But yeah, I'll take her there, and I just, like, I don't know, I keep envisioning that for myself, because I just keep going, you know, she doesn't ask for anything, but I just the way she looked at it, I want to do that. But it's either that, the Lincoln Nautilus, which I'm thinking is it, the brand new one that came out this year, or the Genesis. It's the SUV one. I don't remember the Q60, but she liked the way it looked, because I drove one once, a couple times actually. But I drove a white one with, like, white interior. My mother likes white interior with the quilted seats and the it's like an oak finish in the inside. She really liked that with the panorama, like, sunroof. But yeah, that's what she wants. So I'm like, ooh, okay, all right. I can work a little harder. I can figure this out. Like, my mother's not getting any younger. I want her to have, like, her youth back, and I kind of want her to kind of, like, feel like a boss when she's just living her life. Because, like, a car is comfortable. When you're driving something you actually like, you feel a little bit more smoother. But yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. Please do not tell my mom. If you see her comment, her name is, I don't want to tell you guys her name, but you call her Mama D. But yeah, don't say anything. Don't put it in the comment section. I'm just, you know, I'm trying to put it out there. I'm like, okay, let me work a little harder. Let me pump out these videos. Let me get on my grind. I can work. But yeah, I want to say thank you to you guys, truly, just the little you guys have given me. Because yeah, I truly am. I'm really grateful. This is so cool. This is so random. It's so cool. But yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you for the next video, because I am working with the dad hat, the father of, what's his name? Father of Assad. This is the vibe I'm giving right now. Father of Assad hat. Alright, I gotta go.